ben... This one where you smoke for sure. Let's see if somebody joins. Let's go. Some people joined. Oh, some people joining in. Hello again. Sorry for the troubles. Had technical difficulties. Hi guys, where do you want to go?
What the fuck?
Guys, are you going somewhere else?
Nice drop, guys.
Number 2 is pushing boy.
Well, this game is gonna be fast.
Good job.
Good job, nice.
Fucking retard.
This was an interesting game, guys. Green, I think there's people where you're going. Do you want me to come pick you up?
Of course there is people.
Do you want me to come pick you up and we go somewhere else?
I kill everybody. Relax.
Good job, yo. I trust you.
Bro. Number 4, come here, bro.
He's alone.
Come, guys.
We're trying to kill somebody.
Okay. If you come, you kill everybody.
I think you can kill them alone.
Oh.
Do you want to go
He
help him?
moved. Yeah,
Enough.
he moved.
We're coming, yo.
I'm waiting. You are so close to me.
Yeah, somebody landed close to you.
Let's go, boys.
Come, guys.
Come on, man! You can kill them! 10 more people, come on! He's close, man. He's close. Man, he's close. Watching.
Come! Nice, nice! Good job! Come, revive me. Nice, bro. Bravo. I have 4 kill.
I have 10 damage maybe.
You are liar.
Man, I think I hit him, so it's at least 10 damage.
I have to concentrate.
Like, Green was with his back turned and the guy was shooting me 3 times and Green didn't turn back to kill him. I have 7 bullets.
Hey, time scope my mark. Guys. If you need.
Where?
My mark.
Let's go push a main building.
Man, I like your voice, it's so sexy.
I know.
You're gay? Are you gay? Are you gay, bro?
Who gay?
Number 4.
I know that Yellow likes sex. He came to fuck everybody
My
in
mark.
this town.
My mark.
I'm coming. Zone is coming as well. And your mom is coming as well.
Knock.
He's a bad boy.
On your mark.
He was in the doorway. Hit twice.
Come to me.
Oh, they can
Come.
see you.
Fuck.
Sorry, man. Everybody in the party left. Unlucky. Really want the base.
Oh damn. Be ready for
It's
fight.
gonna be a siesta, guys.
No.
Oh.
Whatever your political beliefs, the processor. There are several domestic x86 chips, like the Xiaoxin that we looked at a few years ago, but they are nowhere near the performance and efficiency of a modern Intel or AMD chip. More like CS slow. That is why we settled on the next best thing, Intel's Black Edition China exclusive Core i5 13490F. It's basically a 13400F, but with increased boost clocks and
Guys, are you ready for sex? Let's fuck them. Green, you're alone with 2 guys.
From behind.
One more guy there, guys. One more guy on orange mark. Can you push him? He's alone. Everybody knocked. Just one guy inside there. He's speaking, guys. Nice.
And someone is coming from east.
You can fuck him.
Good job.
My marker to the left, going left.
Oh yeah, that's the guy.
I can't see him.
On the yellow mark.
Huh.
20% more level 3 cache. There's no official word from Intel on why these exist or who they're even targeting with them, but Intel has been building these Black Edition chips for the Chinese market for 3 generations now. Just like how for 3 generations my forefathers have been producing Segways. To our sponsor, Odoo. Throw away all those mismatching apps that you've been using to run your business. Odoo's all-in-one business software can help you focus on improving your business, not juggling apps. Click the link below or watch till the end of this video to learn more. To pair with our deliciously smooth Black Label processor, Maxsun sent over their iCraft Z790 white motherboard. It's got all the usual accessories in the box, like a QR code that you can scan that thanks you for choosing their graphics card. The user manual, which is also a QR code you scan and only available in Chinese. Luckily, Google Translate does PDFs now. As well as the standard cables, a nice little case badge, and some ultra kawaii enchanted princess stickers. But that's not what I'm into. This is what I'm into. It comes with Gen 4, and it's got a pretty decent mix of I/O considering the price. USB 20 gig, 2.5 gig LAN, Intel Wi-Fi, and a handy-dandy clear CMOS button on the back. Altogether, this is an uncharacteristically premium-looking motherboard from a brand that I've only ever really known for its weird products. And for 1149 yuan MSRP, or about $160 US, it's right in line with the cheapest Z790 motherboards on the market, though maybe that makes sense that they can't charge a premium given their brand reputation. Back in 2018, it was revealed that some of Maxsun's H310 motherboards weren't using the H310 chipset at all. Instead, they used minor hardware modifications and some BIOS hackery to make H110 chipsets appear as H310, allowing the use of 8th gen Intel processors. But what they couldn't spoof was the ability to use DDR4 RAM. However, none of this is so bad that they don't deserve a shot at redemption, and Maxsun's strategy seems to be a good one, targeting the budget-minded, high-end gamer, which is going to end up being a bit of a theme for this build. Continuing with our RAM. We'll be using this pair of dual-channel 16GB Sharp Blade DDR5 sticks from KingBank that, ow!
Where do you wanna go, guys?
To the hell.
You want to
Let's go
have...
Picado.
Okay. Wait, Picado or Power Grid? Huh?
Let's go Power Grid.
Guys, are you ready for sex?
It's just
Let's fuck them. Two teams with us.
we always do this. Nah. I'm fucked up. I'm too new, guys.
Blue, I believe in you, man.
It just does the fucking
You
button.
will be the ego in the sky, giving the information.
Oh, so
Yo, go to green. Yes, nice.
one with you, yellow and green. One with you. Yeah, he just got in. In my mark.
Nice.
Nice. Since the motherfucker. And I think in the other hangar, yeah, I think there's 2 or 1. But in blue, there's 2. I'm here now, orange. Allahu Akbar! Nice.
Ah, he's hitting the other hangar. Green will try to revive you if you want to stay.
There's 2. Both are damaged. Left side. One.
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry. I had Tatex and I had to kill him with Tatex from the distance. Do we have his blue chip?
Yeah.
Are you going for the chip blue?
Yeah.
Is there a car next to you?
Nah, by foot. Someone on blue.
I can cover.
Can kill him, bro. He's running in the open.
It's probably a bot.
I don't have ammo. He's coming. He's going back to compound. There. Yeah. I don't have ammo. I'm coming back.
Okay, nice try, I go.
Yeah. I'm just taking ammo. I'm going back. Can guys drop green ammo?
What ammo do you need?
Green ammo.
I can give you some. On me, on me.
Thanks.
Do you have enough green? I can drop 50.
I'm good.
I have to kill this bitch. Oh, there are two guys now.
The one in blue, one hatch.
Let's go on the... Okay, green left, so no need to push.
Green is gone.
Yeah.
Is there a vertical grip somewhere?
Is it there? What?
Vertical grip.
We have cars.
Let's see what next circle is. Do you wanna go here and check over Picado what's happening?
Yeah.
Somewhere here.
I'm bringing the car.
Parachuters.
Yeah, 2 parachutes.
Three.
3. Yeah, 3.
They're on top of the mountain. Let's wait and we can shoot one of them together.
Car from behind, right? Ah, it's made.
Yeah. We don't have line of sight.
Pick up in the air. 4 guys. On my mark, landing 4 guys.
Remember there.
It's too far.
Coming back. We're coming orange. Stay alive.
I'm okay now. These guys on the hill got pushed by some other team. If you find vertical, please take.
Say again.
If you find vertical grip, you can take from me. Vertical grip.
I have some. You're blue or red? I don't.
It's orange.
Okay. I have a vertical for you.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go, guys.
Man, I aim so far ahead.
The vertical is in the car.
Thank you, man.
They're stuck.
Far away. Behind the rock.
They will come, let's take them.
On my mark on the hill.
There's someone on orange? Close?
Semi. Far, not so close. Oh, one of them killed from another enemy. So they got backstabbed.
Let's root and go. 40 seconds for next. Be careful. Left. Outside zone. On blue. Behind the rock. Be careful, yellow. He's coming to hill. Open. Behind the rock, yellow.
GG's, boys.
Push him. GG.
No, I'm just kidding. They're not actually sharp. They run at 6,400 megatransfers per second, support XMP3, and this is cool. KingBank lists the exact chips that they're using on these sticks, which is a welcomed move that I wish more manufacturers would adopt. As long as we can trust them to use what they say they're using. And KingBank, I'm not so sure. See, they say they've been around since 2001. But their website only shows up on the Wayback Machine as far as 2018, and their account on the popular e-commerce platform JD.com was opened only in 2016. It's not the only thing we were able to dig up on them. They were sued alongside AData by the alleged inventor of the USB flash drive back in 2016. But aside from this lawsuit, there doesn't seem to be any readily available information on Google dating them before 2016. On Baidu, however, the Aichicha Business Encyclopedia, similar to Bloomberg, shows them as being registered in 2014. Regardless, they weren't publicly a noteworthy player in the memory space until sometime after the Made in China 2025 campaign kicked off in May 2015. That campaign kickstarted a lot of Chinese tech companies and birthed even more. One of those companies is the semiconductor fabricator YMTC, who has made a lot of progress since their founding in 2016, and who made this SSD. This YMTC Zhitai PC005 came from a seller on Newegg. It's 1 terabyte and it's only PCIe Gen 3, but it's noteworthy because it was the first SSD to be produced entirely in mainland China. It's been common for years to find some made-in-China components on an SSD, but NAND flash chips are usually produced by Korean or Japanese companies, while the controllers have often been produced in Taiwan. Fun fact, by the way, these chips likely would have been used in the iPhone 15 were it not for international sanctions. Originally, the plan was to use these chips for iPhones sold in China, but because of their lower cost, Apple eventually changed the plan to use these for up to 40% of their iPhone NAND overall. At least they were going to do that until 2022, when the US government added YMTC to the trade ban list, meaning they were no longer able to use American technologies in their products or their manufacturing processes, leading Apple to drop them from their plans. Lenovo still uses YMTC drives in some of their China-exclusive systems, though. Now let's talk cooling. PC Cooler sent us a couple different options from their new CPS line of parts that's aimed at the higher-end market. And this is the CPS BE360, a 360mm AIO with dual pumps, whatever that means, aluminum fins, and a copper base. There's not much other information to glean from the outside. The base kind of looks like it uses an Asetek cold plate, but also the mounting mechanism is totally different, and Asetek doesn't use dual pumps, so maybe it's their own homegrown thing. I noticed as I was playing with these fans, like, wow, these are really rigid. These feel really good. Wow, they look an awful lot like Noctuas. They've even got the little removable rubber corner pieces. So, boy, are
Please,
Wait,
baby
do it,
girl.
guys. Wait.
Range mark.
Okay, man, now you're, we need to win based on your calls.
Yeah.
Guys, 6 teams with us.
Really?
Maybe 5.
Really? Go in the city,
You
go in the
see-
city,
you
go in the
see-
city.
you see
Don't stop
now?
here. Number 2, don't stop here. Number 2, come with us.
Yeah,
Come here. Come
Okay,
with
go
me.
yellow.
one team behind you, green and yellow. 3 guys.
Fuck them.
Okay, let's fuck them. I didn't see where we went. Fuck.
Go yellow and you don't go yellow. Nice.
Man.
People here.
Only 3 people in the city. The other 3 teams are behind.
Where?
One behind.
Orange mark one.
One next to me. Oh, he knows me. GG boys.
Are they ever similar? We weren't able to find much else about this cooler company, but they also sent us this fish tank looking case. It's kind of similar to the NZXT H9 Flow, but with a $100 MSRP, which is $60 cheaper. It looks pretty impressive. It supports ATX, MATX, Mini ITX, and the new YTX motherboard size, as well as having support for backside mounted connectors. It's undeniably a little cramped to work in. I found that in particular, screwing in these bottom motherboard screws was pretty tricky, but for its size, it has ample support for fans and radiators, even if it lacks some creature comforts like support for a vertical GPU mount or support for any GPU over 400 millimeters. Though, luckily, the biggest RTX 4090 we came across was 380 millimeters, so you can put pretty much whatever you want in this thing. This is looking great so far, aside from the weird yellow discoloration on the water cooling tubes. Anywho, along with their motherboard, Maxsun also sent over their RTX 4080, which I've been informed is gamer best choice. All right, Maxsun, let's have a look, shall we? They've got a stabilizer included in the box and a GPU that feels beefy enough to need, oh my goodness. Did they sneak into my brain to come up with the aesthetics for this backplate? Tanner's giving me a look, but I like it.
Maybe it's
triple
steady.
fan cooler on the other side, and it's got a shorter PCB, see it ends right here, so you get some of that blow-through action that helps with cooling. It's not white.
If you want.
The annoying part is that they do actually have a white version that matches the branding with the Enchantment Heart Princess thing. It would have really matched the aesthetic of this build, but
It's good
other than
loot,
this match
but
looks, I have no
probably there will be
complaints,
many
but
teams.
on the ever-popular GPU forum on Baidu, which is kind of China's version of Google, users have compared Maxsun's after-sales support to ASUS, for what that's worth. When one user returned a GPU with a noisy fan, they were told it arrived with a scratch and therefore wouldn't be covered under warranty.
shit. 2, 4, I think 4 or 6 teams.
Yes. It's normal.
Nice try.
Unlucky.
You can pick up blue chip.
I'm leaving, guys. Have a nice game.
Alright, bye.
Because of physical damage. Maxon allegedly pushed the customer to pay for repairs. Then when the customer refused, they said, okay, well, we're just going to send it back without repairing it. Except when it came back, the customer noted that the serial number didn't match the serial number of the card they sent. Maxon did end up issuing a public apology, as they should, and claimed that they would punish the entire customer service team involved in the incident, but whether they learned from that experience or not remains to be seen. What I know now is that this thing at least looks pretty interesting, even if we would have preferred the waifu edition. At this point, we're pretty much done with this side of the case, and it's time to turn our attention to the back, where cable management needs to be a thing. And also, we've got to install our power supply. But what power supply is it? Well, we went a little overkill and purchased the 1200 watt Great Wall Hunter's Fire F12 on AliExpress. Despite having FIRE in big letters on the front of the box, it seemingly is a fairly solid offering. 80 plus platinum, advertising 93.7% efficiency, and Japanese capacitors. From what we can tell, it appears they're manufactured by Nichicon, Rubicon, and possibly Nippon Chemicon. Now granted, we have not sent this through the labs team yet, as of the time of writing, but we are going to link to the results for this power supply in a pinned comment as soon as we've got them. It feels really light for a 1200 watt power supply. Price-wise, it's listed usually for around $140 on popular Chinese marketplace sites, which is pretty appealing for this wattage and efficiency level, but we didn't choose it for the price. Great Wall is a very widely distributed brand around the globe, but remains relatively unknown in the West. This is likely by design, since their focus is on their OEM work rather than their own branded power supplies. They provide PSUs for all kinds of pre-builts, as well as for better-known enthusiast brands like Corsair and Asus. This model even uses Corsair Type 4 cables, meaning that our kit from Cable Mod worked perfectly. Now, Great Wall is an organization that is really interesting. As a subsidiary of the state-owned China Electronics Corp, their sister companies are involved in all kinds of shenanigans. There's Tongguan Group, an electrical infrastructure manufacturer who's assisted with building Belarus's nuclear power plant, and Fidium, a fabless semiconductor company who makes ARM server processors, including for the servers that were used to test China's DF-17 hypersonic. It's the heck. You can press the scroll lock key to toggle the efficient FPS in the 1% low, so averages are more like 250 FPS, and this is at 1440p Ultra in Halo Infinite. I think this.
It's a job.
Where?
Green blue.
Oh. I hate this map. Carry me, please, guys.
Yeah, me too.
I even made a bad jump. Fuck.
We have like 8 people with us.
Yeah.
Let's stick together just, and we can win.
Yep.
I'm landing on green. Nice.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Fuck, no ammo.
Next to me. Oh no, it's your fault.
Yeah, that's the last one.
I see only shotguns and SMGs, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's fucked up map.
The circle is the whole map.
Anyone found the red dot hole or hollow, maybe?
I think I saw
Yes,
someone.
and a couple. Zone is coming, watch out.
Yeah, I have to move like 2 feet from the zone. Ah, here is hollow, if you want.
Yeah, thank you. Where? Can you mark?
He killed him already.
Ah, okay.
One more hollow here, and extended we go. Somebody else. Anybody need vertical grip?
Yeah, I'll take one.
There is 2x here as well. I'm taking it, I can give them to you.
Yeah, okay.
I'm leaving here.
Thank you.
Oh, more vertical here.
Anyone found any scope? 4 or 3 maybe?
Here is... oh no, 2x here.
There is a maximum times 3 on this map. Times 4 is only from the
Guys,
crates.
on my marker. I think I saw someone
Okay.
running. I'm almost sure I saw someone.
Yeah, left.
Someone?
Is he insta? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, insta alone. I marked them. 3. You see them?
Anybody want Dragunov with cheek pot? M24 as well.
Those houses.
There's Dragunov and M24 inside this.
Oh, oh.
On left side, on your.
In this house too.
He's next to the rock. Headshot it.
I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe.
See. Guys, next to us. Left. Check your.
Okay.
Close. Really close. I hit him twice.
Sorry.
I'm healing.
Yeah, I'm healing too, fuck.
No shot.
One up.
Can you pick me up one?
Two on me.
Okay. Bro, what you doing? Into the top.
The star of the show.
Their revenue rivals even the biggest of corp. Guilds and solo leveling are so much more than just a joint group of high-level hunters. Their revenue rivals even the biggest of corporations, their power the strength of entire nations, and their influence enough to sway even governments. What makes guilds such an interesting topic to cover, though, is the unique way in which they've been integrated into solo leveling society. Everything from the way they treat hunters to the way they've commodified hunting just makes sense in terms of how it'd be in our own society. They've turned the very act of raiding into a business, one that's by far the most profitable in the entire world now. So, in a field where billions of dollars are at stake, to guilds a gate was nothing more than an investment. It was a means to gain access and siphon any and all loot available from within them. Only after a strict 4-stage process was completed would any high-level guild truly consider the gate they're raiding finished. So it's that way these guilds are portrayed as fundamentally different from the more traditional fantasy guilds that makes me want to talk about just how much they are. Especially since in the anime they're slowly starting to become more prominent. We've seen hints as to the fame, power, and influence they possess, but in this video here I want to portray the full scope of just how much of it they possess. It'll be a spoiler-free breakdown of everything you need to know about them. Now, since we are 8 episodes in, I'm sure you've all seen just how much more both the novel and manhwa has to offer. They're both exceptional complements to an anime that's being adapted spectacularly. I'm sure many of you have already read the manhwa, but if you truly want to experience solo leveling and know everything about Sung Jin-woo and this world of hunters, you can read all about it right here with today's sponsor, Web Novel. As the host of both the webcomic and the novel, not only can you take in the phenomenal art the manhwa is known for, but you can also see firsthand that confident, overpowered Sung that I've been talking about so much. All those instances where he's eagerly awaiting the fight rather than letting the fight come to him are all here in the novel, which I personally read on Web Novel.
Hello,
You'll also learn so
from?
much more about guilds, dungeons, and hunters, all of which I find makes solo
primates?
leveling that much more interesting.
Yep.
Then, if you want to
I'm
read
from
power
Bulgaria.
fantasies
You?
damn near just as good as solo leveling, you can find all sorts of comics and novels just like it. Just download the app, then search for solo leveling, and what you'll find are recommendations for similar dark fantasy right alongside it. So, whether you want to read solo leveling or find a new story just like it, you can use the link in the description to go right to it. There's an absolutely massive library of isekai and fantasy waiting for you right here at Web Novel. For now though, let's focus on solo leveling. For guilds, I think the best place to start is with what they do. Their primary purpose is to organize hunters and clear gates, but in the decade that gates have been around for now, they've grown from this vital institution that protects the people into something more like a hunter talent agency combined with a gate clearing business. They immediately headhunt any hunters that's rank B or above, get them raid ready as fast as possible, then send them out to clear gates so that more money can be made and the process repeated. It's not the exact way it works for every guild, but it seems the direct goal of most is to grow their ranks and accumulate power. Power which can only be attained through money. This is something that'll make sense a little bit later, but for now just know that money and power go hand in hand with guilds. As for the way guilds acquire business, well, when a gate opens up, it's immediately investigated by the association. The association measures the amount of magical energy being emitted from the gate, then based on that, it'll assign the gate a rank. This rank would then dictate the gate's level of difficulty, and that alone would be enough for a guild to determine whether a gate was worthwhile or not. Mainly because difficulty determines the level of monsters, and the higher level of the monsters, the more valuable the loot. So, it's when a gate is finally deemed worth doing by a guild that's when they must partake in a bidding war in order to acquire the rights to it. They can't just show up and walk in, because until given a permit that says otherwise, all gates are fully owned and under the jurisdiction of the association. As the group that oversees all hunter activities in the entire country, they alone have the power to determine who can do what with gates. So, guilds bid against each other to acquire whatever gates they see fit, and the ones that remain are usually left to either freelancers or the association hunters. It's a standard process that typically leaves B and A rank dungeons to the larger guilds, C rank dungeons to the small guilds, private parties, and freelancers, then D and E rank dungeons to the hunters too weak to join anyone but the association. It's tough to say just how much each of these gates would sell for, but we do know that the standard price for C ranks are between $50,000 to $75,000. The return from them is at most $150,000, so based on that logic,
Info. Coming. He's 1 HP. 1 HP. How do I feel?
You can expect guilds to bid upwards of 50% of what they plan to get back in return. Then, as it is with most things in the Hunter world, the money earned from gates
just
goes
hit
up
the papers,
exponentially.
as Intel is allegedly working on the Core i9-14-900KS, which is supposed to be Intel's most powerful processor to date. Rumors have been swirling around this beast of a chip, and it's time to separate fact from fiction. Buckle up, because this promises to be a thrilling ride through the realm of high-performance computing. So let's find all that out and more in our video today. Let's start with the hype surrounding this processor. Intel has always been GHz on single and dual cores, rated maximum turbo frequency of 6.2 GHz on single and dual cores. This CPU is poised to shatter records and leave enthusiasts drooling.
Essentially, the higher rating it is, likely making B ranks worth somewhere in the millions, and A ranks I would expect to be up there in the hundreds of millions. I mean, why else would Jinho be giving away $22 million just to become a guildmaster? There was just that much profit to be made in the gate clearing business. It's hard to convey exactly how much, but the way the novel describes it is that the profits are enough to rival even the largest corporations. There were copious amounts of money to be made from the sale of magic crystals, monster corpses, and items like artifacts and runestones. Sure, you didn't have to be a hunter to deal in this type of business, but whatever transactions were made with them had to be done using a guild as an intermediary. They were a necessary middleman that formalized the sale of high-ranking goods like these. Naturally, this meant they received a cut of whatever was sold, so if you wanted to maximize profits and keep them to yourself, your best bet was to either join a guild or make a guild of your own. The only issue with that was that there were several rules that guilds needed to abide by. Yes, they did get plenty of benefits like reduction in tax when selling loot, but that and all the others came in exchange for being on call permanently. If there was ever a time when the association or government requested your aid, regardless of where you were or what you were doing, you would have to go whether you wanted to or not. A guild simply could not ignore a summons from the association. If they did, I'm sure the penalty would be guild disbandment or even the loss of their hunter license, but more than anything, the people responsible would have to deal with the disgrace of it all. They would have lost their reputation as the protectors of the people, and not a single nation on Earth would trust them to be able to fight for them again. Like, who's to say that they won't just ignore that call to act again? So, while being in a guild definitely came with its perks, it wasn't a decision that came very easily for a hunter. What I mean is that, because of the risk the hunting part of the job came with, choosing the right guild often meant increasing your likelihood of survival. An interesting fact that ties directly into this is that the success rate of clearing A-rank gates is actually higher than the success rate of clearing lower ones. You may think that a less difficult raid would make it easier to be completed, but when the lower rank raids are being taken by guilds striving to make a name for themselves, that also means they're willing to put a whole lot more risk on themselves. This often means going in with underleveled and under-equipped hunters, general lack of synergy since some of the hunters likely haven't fought together, then all-around disorganization since the guildmaster's sights are simply set on making money. This in turn leads to more accidents, and it's those accidents which place smaller guilds into a much more ambiguous situation when compared to larger guilds. It makes them have to constantly recruit new hunters, despite them not actually being the best fit or even the right level. Now, when a large guild does finally obtain the permit for a high-ranking gate, they know how much money is on the line for completing it, and as such will dedicate every resource possible into doing so. Not only will that turn into copious amounts of money for them, but by completing the raid without any hassle whatsoever, it would show the association
Pushing you, green.
Thank you.
One guy knocked, one guy next door. He's alone. Pushing me. He's here, he's next to me.
Dead. Clear.
Вагвwagawga сюда иди. Окей, GG.
Association, they're capable of doing more in the future. I mean, when you get to raids as difficult as the A rank, getting the permits for them was more than just outbidding the competition. You had to show your strike force was truly capable of it. So, when taking into consideration the difference in priorities between a small guild and a large guild, it's only natural you as a hunter would feel more safe joining a large guild. Small guilds tended to lose people more often in pursuit of making it big, whereas large guilds focused on securing the big scores in a way that was streamlined and efficient. It's two approaches to what was essentially the same task, yet one was refined and the other rough. The former of which just happened to be the safer one. If I was to compare this difference to anything, it would be best to think of it like a startup versus an already existing megacorporation. Like, if a startup wanted to grow its business and cover its finances, it would have to take on clients it probably couldn't handle and constantly expand until it got to the point that it could handle them. Generally, that made their situation a whole lot more volatile, but it also meant they could expand their business faster. Now, exchange clients with gates and expansion with the constant recruitment of new hunters, and that's pretty much the relentless cycle smaller guilds have to deal with. It's just when a small guild fails, they're also losing people, not just money. Now, unfortunately, choosing a guild wasn't a privilege every hunter had access to, since at the end of the day, everything boiled down to rank. The E and D ranks were rarely, if ever, considered, then the C ranks were who the small guild recruiters would start lining up for. The B rank was where we start getting into large guild territory, and it's here the hunters within start to get a true choice in things. They would either get an attractive offer granting leadership or part ownership with a small guild, or a fat signing bonus as a standard rotation member in a large guild. Really, it was mostly up to personal preference, since the difference between the two was, would you rather be the head of a snake or the tail of a dragon? The A rank was where large guilds started to make substantial offers, and along with it came the promise of things like fame and fortune. Fame because you were guaranteed to be part of the guild's exclusive primary raiding team, and fortune because the financial reward from high-ranking dungeons was immeasurable. Combine this with a signing bonus in the millions, and you've essentially established yourself as one of the most coveted hunters in the nation. Should any of these offers not be to your liking though, the A rank was always enough to go independent and create your own guild. At that point, you were strong enough to attract competent enough hunters, and the money you'd make together would be enough to support a smaller medium guild. So, whenever looking at hunters at the A rank and above, joining a guild wasn't really necessary for them since the money and power already came with the territory. What joining a large guild provided that no one else could though was that potential of fame should you become part of the main strike force. You see, unlike small guilds where the number of hunters was only enough for one strike team, larger guilds tended to have enough to have multiple. There was the A team, which consisted of the best the guild had to offer, and they alone would be the ones to go through and complete higher rank gates. The rest were teams of mid to low level hunters, and they would be sent to complete gates not worth doing by the main team. Occasionally, they would have stronger members lead raids with the weaker ones, but that was mostly for training so that the less experienced can become better. So, with a constant influx of rookies bolstering their ranks, there was always a need for veterans to help them get experience. A luxury the small guilds unfortunately couldn't afford, and is actually the core reason behind their increased number of accidents. In any case, should you be strong enough to earn a core place on a large guild's A team, then that was the equivalent of being on the starting lineup for an all-star sports team. Your name would be known to everyone who was a fan of the sport, and your status as a celebrity pretty much cemented. This is due to the amount of press large guilds tend to get, and it's actually portrayed quite well in the anime. To explain a little bit more though, the relationship between a hunter and a guild was pretty similar to that of an entertainer. And a talent agency. The guild was the platform through which hunters became known, and the hunter was the star over which guilds would fight for. So, say a new S-rank hunter had just made their appearance, the amount of resources every guild would put in to recruit them would be limitless, and the coverage of what guild that person was going to sign would be incessant. It's an event that would attract the attention of the entire nation, and is actually the reason every guild tends to have 1 or 2 informants planted within the Hunter Association. Since they're the first to know about everything hunter-related, not only would an informant get more details on gates worth bidding on, but they'd also be the first to know about what hunters were worth recruiting. The primary asset that makes guilds what they are in this world. Even if a hunter wasn't going to sign with them immediately, just building a relationship was an essential part of starting the process. So it's all this extra stuff in a field that should just be about killing monsters that really makes guilds so much more than what we usually get. I mean, they've even gone so far as to give us a subtle look into the dynamic between a guild's administrative staff and the hunters they manage. Since the number of capable hunters are finite, it wasn't so easy to replace them as it was with a regular worker. That being the case, the workers would always take extra care to mind the hunters and the mood they were in. They didn't want to do anything which would make the hunter leave, since every hunter was a valuable part of making the guild larger and stronger. It was an additional burden that only these non-hunter guild workers were privy to. Now, to finally focus on the actual act of raiding, this here was how the guilds capitalized on their investments. It was the core moneymaker of their entire operations, and the sole reason they could grow to the size and scale they were at. Just like how it is in any business though, the act of making money from dungeons had been refined to an art. A 4-stage process that ensured every last bit of profit could be made from it. So, first, the raid team would enter and eliminate every monster aside from the boss, then after that a retrieval team would go in and drag out all the monster remains. Next, a mining team would enter and extract whatever minerals and crystals were embedded into the wall, then after that the raid team would go back in and finally kill the boss, thus closing the gate and ensuring everything that could be sold for money would be sold for money. Whether it be bones, hide, flesh, or teeth, every single part of a high-level monster was deemed useful in some way. So it was only after that and the crystals and the ores were siphoned from the dungeon that the guild would consider the gate fully conquered. It was the optimal process to ensure every ounce of profit could be made from it. That money would then be put into buying more gates and recruiting even more hunters, and it was through this loop that a guild would constantly grow itself, forever expanding in hopes of one day becoming the largest guild in the entire country. That's not always the goal of every guild, but it is the general ideal for those already large enough to compete for it. But yeah, that's the full extent of how guilds work in solo leveling. A core aspect of the series that I think everyone should know about. If you want to see more lore videos just like this, then be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments. Now, before I go, I'm just gonna leave this as a little teaser.
One HP outside. I think he's pushing. Don't revive. Don't revive. Push him. Knocked player.
show is the case. Just outstanding. $100 with all that RGB, all that cooling potential, and looking like that. For better or for worse, guys, it is a really interesting time for Chinese PC tech. Semiconductor manufacturing on the mainland continues to grow and evolve, while the government seems dead set on eliminating any dependence on foreign technology, which is, of course, the primary drive behind their Made in China 2025 initiative. Just like the major initiative I have to tell you about our sponsor, oh no! Odoo. So you're running a business, but it's held together by a bunch of different software, kind of like our car that owes a...
Used Xeons are dead for new PC builds. At least, that's the story when you compare them to modern CPU performance. But I say, long live used Xeons. Today's video is brought to you by craftcomputing.store, the letters I, P, and A, and viewers like you. Or, at least it could be. If you like the things we do here on Craft Computing, consider joining the Patreon. Every contribution helps keep power onto my lights, my server rack, and my beer fridge. Seriously, I would not be able to do the things that I do without the amazing support from my patrons. As little as $1 a month gets you exclusive access to my Discord server, which my amazing patrons from all over the world keep lively at all hours of the day. You can chat with me or the other hosts from our weekly live show, Talking Heads, or simply lurk and catch the ebb and flow of the Craft Computing community. Visit patreon.com/craftcomputing to sign up today. That's patreon.com/craftcomputing. And again, thanks for watching. Welcome back to Craft Computing, everyone. As always, I'm Jeff. Are budget PC builds dead? Specifically, can you still build a PC with a used Xeon? That's the question we're going to try to answer today. If you've been paying attention to flagship CPUs over the last 4 years or so, you'll notice that not only has performance doubled, but price has also skyrocketed to match.
Selam.
Guys, tell me if you see compensator for sniper. Yo, Moon Muay. Muay. Funny name. Don't know if you're still here though. Haven't looked at chat for a while. Why? my mark. Okay. He's pushing. Do you know where they are? Hello?